Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Weenus, and I'm joined by a very, very special individual, Salvaje. Salvaje, welcome.
Oh, thank you for the welcome. This is my first time casting, so I'm very excited to get the ropes down and learn from one of the best.
Oh, well, I should have made sure that Murda was here because that is not me, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We have Division E. We're going to be doing a replay cast of FC Hong Kong versus the Core Bouncers. I believe this was from week 1. So they've probably already played their week 2 game. I'm not sure, but this will be fun to get some practice in and cover these teams. I believe they're both new teams as well. So always like checking out new teams, and I like the names too. Do you have a favorite logo of the two teams, Salvaje?
Core Bouncers really has their logo down. Love I'm assuming their individual faces on like a cartoon body.
I would hope so. Otherwise, they just grab like 5 random individuals and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna put their face on our logo."
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do like the logo. I think it's fantastic. Oh my goodness. All right, so since this is a replay, we don't really necessarily have all the map bans and the ban order and everything like that and the draft order, but I do know that we will be going to Volskaya Foundry for map number 1. So that is where we will be headed in just a moment. I think that's it. I think we just hop right in. What do you think?
Okay, yeah, definitely down to jump right in. Big objective map where you're just sitting on a point. So really excited to see what their drafts are going to be, to see how they play that out.
Yeah, I like this map because it has a lot of team fight, single objective. So you're not splitting up the team. Everyone's going to just show up, throw down, and beat each other over the head. So, all right, we will jump into game number 1 right after this. These are your teams. See you on the other side. All right, game, I know you're here. Show up. Show up. It's not loading. There it is. Okay.
There it is.
Ooh, finally, here we go. All right, we got game number 1. On the left-hand side, we have FC Hong Kong. I'm so sorry. I'm about to butcher all of your names. We're going to do the best we can here. All right. On Chromie, we have Ronin. We have Black Stormer playing the Mei. We have Geo on Thrall. We have oh my goodness. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Nematoad on the Grey Maid. Nematode. And we have Kaze Kata on Stukov. What are we looking at the right side, Salvaje?
Right, and on the red team, we have Captain Garbo on Rhaegar, Credit Clown on Johanna, Captain John J on Sylvanas, Nemesis on Tassadar, and Dan Solo 56 on Urel.
I like the Dan Solo name. I think that's really I think that's really good.
My favorite's Captain Garbo.
Okay. Yeah, I think that might be the winner there. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. So everyone's just making their way into the middle, beating each other up. Eventually they're going to split off. It looks like we're going to see Urel going to be splitting off with what? Maybe Thrall? Oh, look at this. It's going to be Sylvanas instead.
Sylvanas. Sylvanas going against Thrall. We do have a 4-man rotate going up into the top. Looking to clear this lane with the Johanna and the Urel, just kind of poking them away.
Just grabbing that soak the best they can, and it's early. No one's going too deep yet, but I do like that they're keeping Urel top because Urel will dive and go deep. So that might be able to give them an opportunity to get some picks. I'm not sure. One other thing is with the combination of Urel and Tassadar, you have like up front and also attack from behind. So I think that's an interesting approach from the Core Bouncers.
Yeah, 100%, especially with the Chromie pick. She did end up going the W talent. It did get nerfed slightly in this last patch, but not enough to really put it behind the other talents, in my opinion. However, I do see it getting a lot of value with this double tank combo that they have going on, and Rhaegar with the melee. Looks like they are going to give a little bit of poke to Chromie, but they are going to just continue to rotate from bottom all the way to mid, with one person probably going to camp right after this.
You know, that's a really good point. They have Chromie on the side of FC Hong Kong, so they have a lot of poke too. It's Tassadar and Chromie, both snipers of their own on their own teams there. We're looking at Greymane.
Heavy damage off the Tassadar. He does end up getting out. Greymane end up eating out. He has turret on him, but they look like they're gonna save that just fine.
Nemesis, yeah, getting low there. Sorry, where are we headed next?
It looks like they are gonna grab their top right camp. We don't have anyone on. Oh, we do. We have Sylvanas on turret camp now at this moment, so they're grabbing these camps at the same time. About 30 seconds from objective, so this is great timing on the side of core bouncers.
They're about to bounce them cores. Yeah, absolutely. Getting all the toys. This map is about getting the toys for sure. So it's basically like two little kids going on a play date. Whoever has the most toys is gonna have the most fun. Hopefully, but you know, it doesn't always roll out that way. Objective A is going to be unlocking in about 5 seconds, so we'll see the team start heading that way probably in just a little bit. Thrall up to 18 of 20 for Echo of the Elements, so stacking along there. We do have the static charge, which hasn't gotten a whole lot of stacks yet, up to 15, but with all the teams getting together in one spot, I expect that to probably jump up a little bit.
And we do have 8 stacks onto the Chromie W, and we have 5 stacks on Fetid Touch. I didn't notice that he went Fetid Touch originally, but basically that's on his, I believe, W on Stukov for Kizakata. After he gets his stacks, he's going to be making these heroes really, really slow. So this is definitely a stacking team on the left side, or on the blue side, for FC Hong Kong. So I see them going late game really well.
Every time I see that talent, Fetid Touch, I think of Feta Touch. And so it's just like his big old Stukov hand with like a bunch of cheese on it, and makes me laugh. So both teams hopping down into the middle, and there is both turrets drop down. Johanna taking quite a bit of damage. On Solo getting blasted by sand. Sylvanas pumping up those turrets though. Look how big that turret is. I believe we have, yep, Mercenary Queen, and it's gonna be some kills coming out. Dan Solo going down. Credit Clown very low. Greymane going in. And there's the kill onto Sylvanas. It's a double kill, Salvaje. Double kill for FC Hong Kong.
That was amazing the way they played that. Actually, Stukov made sure that they stayed healthy the entire time during the entire fight. Even though looks like Captain Garbo is going to be in a little bit of trouble here, but he does end up coming out and may end up walking back onto the point. So back to my previous point. Even with them holding onto the point on orange side, they ended up staying healthy on the blue side for the entire duration and ended up capping this objective. Fantastic play from the Stukov there.
Love to see it, and your worst nightmare is setting up for a combo, and you're silenced. Big rip.
100%.
So the first protector is going to go over to FC Hong Kong. It's going to make its way going up top. Boom, boom, boom. I want to play like a slow tuba. Boom, 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 boom. But as it makes its way up top, looking to try to get that well taken down to set up for the next objective, but ripping through that top tower. But it's getting shredded pretty much as well.
Oh my God, Rhaegar almost falling to the protector, but he does end up running away on his little 4 feet. Silence happening on Johanna. Looks like they got the well, so their preparation for the next objective, which is going to end up being top, is set to go. Blue team is also level 9. Orange team is colorblind mode.
Gonna get to 9! Oh, we did it!
Red team is level a little bit behind, so we're gonna see blue team catching 10 here faster than orange team. So hopefully we see a little fight happening onto this healing camp here when they get their 10s to get the advantage on top objective.
Oh man, Greymane picking up that turret there. Yeah, 10's online here for FC Hong Kong, picking up Earthquake, Cursed Bullet, Avalanche, and Flailing Swipe, as well as Slowing Sands. Ooh, and there is the medallion popped.
Fantastic damage from the Chromie.
Just putting out a lot, and there, I didn't catch when it was completed, but deep breathing is done. Here comes the Black Hole and Snowball. We're gonna see a blow up happening on Dan Solo, but gonna go ahead and pop the absorb, heal up a little bit, and it's gonna make it out. Wow, well played by Yrel.
Yeah, both sides throwing their ultimates down and in counter to the other.
There was a lot of heroic abilities used there, and no one went down. So props to the healers and mitigating their own damage for the other players. So well played there. That was fun.
Sure, for sure. See, we do see a little tussle happening down bottom between Thrall and Yrel, but that's a pretty even matchup overall. We have the blue side capturing their top left camp at the moment. That's going to be pushing during the objective when it pops up. And Mei just kind of harassing in the middle, you know, letting them know that she's there.
She's just cuddling that biotic emitter, waiting for a rainy day to flop that thing out and heal everybody up. I do like in the bottom though with Yrel and Thrall, they're both smacking each other with hammers.
100%. Thrall hitting his hammer a little stronger against Dan Solo.
Those offlaners are definitely hammered right now. I know that. For
Thrall
sure.
does have Echo of Elements quest completed.
Ooh, and we checking in with some other stacking talents. We do have 130 stacks on Static Charge. Here comes a huge Black Hole onto Greyman, and even Toad goes down. Does get the turret dropped off, though, and Slowing Sands trying to keep Nemesis at bay. Ooh.
Ronan is definitely doing a lot of work here. Ronan a little low. Gonna look like the sides end up falling by the Sylvanas arrow, but the snowball there to counter it 100%. Fantastic play by Mei, pushing them all away when that could have been very, very deadly for the blue side.
Black Stormer dropping the storm for sure, getting a quad avalanche snowball. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. Both teams about even as far as XP goes. Geo gonna soak a little bit down bottom, and we do have at the top, the objective is started. Core Bouncers getting that channel off the ground.
Do have the blue side capturing their turret here at the moment. Looking to cap that. Thrall's gonna finish up clearing here, and they're all going to rotate top. It looks like Sylvanas is capturing their turret at the moment. We're gonna be watching a little tussle going on here in just a moment.
Captain John J. Say that 4 times fast. Oh.
Captain, I know.
Captain John J. Captain John J. Captain John J. Captain John J. Watch out! I'm speaking in tongues.
Ooh, we got 3 time traps set up here. Ooh, this is gonna be ooky spooky for them to come into.
Yeah, my neighbors probably think I'm having some kind of a seance here.
Captain John J. Captain John J.
Summon them back from the dead. All right, here they are. We have all 10 players up here looking to scuffle. Who is going to get time trap first? It's gonna be
2 time traps end up landing with Mei throwing her W down. Credit Crown is taking a lot of damage. Black Hole ends up falling down, hitting 2 members of the blue team. Geo and Kataketa are getting very, very low. Ancestral ends up falling into the Johanna. 2 ends up going down on the blue side. Katakata ends up throwing up his ult, and Rowan is running for his little itty bitty life. Go, Rowan, go! Ends up falling. That is a 4-man down on the blue side, with Orange Team taking control of this objective. Wonderful Black Hole, beautiful plays on the orange side, and wow, that was awesome.
huge plays. Yeah, Core Bouncers taking the objective, no problem. And look at this, they're killing the top fort, bring it down to the ground before the protector even gets there. And yeah, we're gonna have Sylvanas hop out of that protector and swap in Yrel. So we got some tanky passengers in this protector. When it goes down, they shouldn't have any problem walking away.
Oh yeah, for sure. It looks like they're gonna use that Sylvanas D to shut down the fort there, so the protector can get maximum value. Stukov does throw the silence down, with Tassadar reacting to it with the Q. And this mid fort should fall at this moment, with the black hole coming out, ends up hitting Stukov. And Orange Team should get out of here safely.
Still got some health left on the protector as well. It might make its way bottom just to peter out a little bit. It does only have 25 seconds left until it just auto falls apart. The opposite of Autobots? I don't know. I don't know what that would be, but
This is a Decepticon, I think, here.
Yeah, this Transformer Daddy is definitely going to get a little bit more siege damage before the end.
Looks like they're going to continue with those front line both in the Protector. They can continue to engage when they fall out of it. And Avalanche does end up coming out with capturing 3 people into it. Thrall looking like he's going to throw a root, ends up hitting Yrel. Johanna ends up Wing. Thrall is going to fall here with the Sylvanas ult and Q. With Orange team trying to push it onto this bottom fort, and Blue team here ready to defend. Even with 4 members on team, they are not ready to let this go down.
Nice Goomba stomp by Yrel there. That was you don't want all that Yrel coming down on top of your head. That is one big goat lady, space goat.
She is
the bottom
too spooky to have her jumping on you.
Yeah, here comes a black hole again. Not really connecting, but it will confirm that bottom fort going down. And 16's talent tier advantage on the side of the core bouncers. We're gonna see FC Hong Kong kind of drop back a little bit, regroup, try to figure out what they want to do next. Maybe pick up some of their camps, pick up some of their toys, and try to get 16 themselves, as we do see a possible invade by the core bouncers top.
This is a fantastic choice on the side of the core bouncers. They're, you know, one level ahead. Looks like they are going to back off here, see if they can get their top right camp instead. Maybe contest this middle health objective, and it does look like the FC Hong Kong is going to go ahead and jump onto this middle objective. They're both even talent tiers. A fight here would be fantastic on both sides. And they end up capturing.
Yeah, a good pickup there by FC Hong Kong. I thought the core bouncers were going to engage onto them twice. Once at their own siege camp, and then again there for the biotic emitter. But instead, core bouncers decide they don't want to fight there and just give that one up. And it looks like they're going up top and possibly going to get some kind of a gank, as they do see Promi is hanging out bottom. Ooh, in the bushes.
Yeah, we do see a little bush gank here happening. Tessera does end up moving forward, throwing down that Q, making sure he gets those stacks even further. He's almost done with completing that. We do get an ult from Johanna happening on 3 members of the team, and Avalanche just comes out on 3 members of the orange side, but Stukov does end up falling. Yrel very low, but she pops her ult in order to get her health back. Cursed Bullet end up jumping on Don Solo. Looks like the orange team is going to be pushing in here on the keep. Fantastic play from the orange side.
Getting that pick onto Stukov does give them a little bit of courage to push in here and get some more siege damage. The biotic emitter is dropped on the side of FC Hong Kong. And it looks like we're going to see a full withdrawal here from the core bouncers, but Yrel, Dan Solo in trouble.
Yeah, Dan Solo's ult is down. She ends up falling. Credit Clown getting the Ancestral from Rhaegar, but the wall from Tessera does end up pushing her back, but wow, awesome. That was awesome play from the blue team, realizing that Yrel's ult was down so they could capitalize on her front engage there, and knowing that Sylvanas was not with the team. That was a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of by the side of the blue side.
Yeah, FC Hong Kong really doing a great job there, especially fighting down 4 to 5. So you know, we'll give them that double kill there. Well played on their part. Sylvanas was holding down the bottom for a little bit, getting a little bit of a channel there to 31%, and now we're going to see FC Hong Kong occupy that space as we're waiting for 2 members to pop back up from the core bouncers in just a few seconds here.
All right, we do see a ping happening onto the top heat. Looks like the core bouncers are going to try to push this in with Sylvanas D, with 4 members of the blue team staying bottom. This is a wonderful call to try to get this keep down while objective is still up and being capped by the blue side. So they'll have this pressure going throughout the entire game at this point, and now blue side's gonna have to remember, gotta make sure that this pressure gets alleviated before they do anything crazy.
Stay in your own lane, bro, and they're not even quite leaving yet, as they're going to pick up the siege camp and steal that away from FC Hong Kong as well. They're going to give up the protector, which they didn't feel like challenging as they were waiting for Johanna to respawn, but they got to keep. And look at this, they have 2 catapults and the siege camp pushing in the top hand lane, so they can devote all their resources to defending bottom and still get some pressure.
We do have a black hole falling onto 3 members of the team, a Science following up onto May, Thrall, And Stukov Thrall ends up throwing down his Earthquake Avalanche, coming out, hitting Yrel, pushing her back. Johanna down, up in front, ends up falling. And we have Don Solo trying to capitalize on top of that Johanna death, but she does end up being pushed back by the Protector. Protector pushing in onto the Sport. Has about a minute still left on it, but the health is very, very low.
20's achieved by the core bouncers, but look, the core is taking damage on the side of FC Hong Kong, so they might need to send someone back because the core is already down to 62%. Chromie goes down, and the core is still taking some damage here.
Ancestral ends up being placed onto Yrel. We have Thrall backing here to try to defend that core. That core is taking a lot of damage from this thing. Oh my goodness, and Thrall ends up getting interrupted by the orange side. And Captain John J is going in. He's trying to get these kills, trying to make sure they don't back, trying to make sure they don't defend their core to try to get that win. They do end up making it back with Greymane alone, who's going to defend this core. And Orange team now jumping on to the Blue team's turret camp and capping that, getting ready for the next objective.
Oh my goodness, a huge defense there by the core bouncers as they defend their bottom fort, doesn't get taken, and they get, look at that, they get 57% of the core just with that camp and the turrets pushing in the top hand lane. I think that was a pretty good trade there for the core bouncers, and also interrupting Thrall, like you said, keeping them from backing, getting even a little bit more damage. So FC Hong Kong is going to have to be careful for an end gaming push in the top hand lane. It might be a sneaky play coming out from the core bouncers later.
They definitely have the type of team to be able to do a backdoor core race with the objective popping up here, especially with Sylvanas, the double tank, Tastadar. They can definitely, you know, set up for something very, very sneaky.
Yeah, as both teams are now at 20 and we're getting into the late game, those respawn timers last a long time. So if there's another favorable fight for the core bouncers and they get multiple members down from FC Hong Kong, they just might mosey up top and try to end.
100% agree. We do have the blue team here soaking up mid real fast. Make sure that that extra pressure gets alleviated for them. We do have Mei checking it out, or Johanna checking out, see where their positioning is. Make sure to let their team know exactly where the enemy team is and allowing them to set up for the next objective.
Checking in with the sponsor, Toys R Us, on the toy count. We have we have 2 turrets and a biotic emitter here for the core bouncers. We don't have any toys for FC Hong Kong right now at this moment, so that would be a significant advantage, being able to fight with both of those turrets. So far, everything on the map is taken, so nothing to be picked up right now, just kind of waiting for this next objective. Control point A back again in 18 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are just trying to get themselves set up. The blue team really trying to push out their lanes, make sure that they have as much as an advantage as they can going into this objective, knowing that top is going to be pressuring the entire time. They want to make sure they have the time to get this objective. There are 2 2 catapults at the top lane there, so they got to make this fight quick.
The core bouncers doing a good job there of hiding their numbers into the bushes. Out comes Bullet, and down goes Stukov, getting blown up, and as well as Thrall. Thrall goes down. Here out comes the black hole. Dementode running, and there's the force wall keeping Mei back a little bit. Black Stormer running, and it's going to be Greymane going down next. Oh my goodness, Ancestral coming out. Black Stormer getting low, trying to make the run, is going to get engaged on by Captain Garbo. Running. This is going to be a quad kill if they can break through that ice block, and they do. Running in for Ronin, and that is a team wipe. The core bouncers have done it. They've gotten 5 kills. They've wiped the entire team, and this core is going down. It's going to go down fast.
Yes, it is. Congratulations to core bouncers for winning. This is game 1, correct?
Game number 1 does, in fact, go over to the core bouncers. GG's, well played. Red team wins.
GG. Fantastic play on the side of the core bouncers, and we had some amazing plays on the side of FC Hong Kong, who defended themselves very, very well in a lot of those points there, where core bouncers seemed to have the advantage, but they did end up showing their colors. They let them know.
My goodness, there was a lot of action and some huge fights there happening. Really great play by both teams. Just that one fight, the core bouncers at the end, taking that getting that 5-man wipe. Really well played there. So I'm going to update the score. Here we go. Core Bouncers get number 1. Whew. All right. Anything
Cool.
anything strike you on the stats that you want to talk about? Anything there?
Let me take a gander. Tassadar playing overall, having that siege damage very high. This hero damage because of his talent one. He ended up getting that quest done, I believe at level 13. He had it completed. And the XP bonus. So Tassadar was definitely an MVP of this game. However, Sylvanas with all of her camp takes and making sure that they had that lane pressure at all times was a wonderful play by Captain Joe and John Jay. Captain John Jay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Also getting some extra value, Mercenary Queen, and all of that jazz. Yeah, I think I'm surprised. Look, I mean, Tassadar with all the siege damage, a ton of hero damage, and the experience as well. So really soaking up all of that. Really good engages, and the black hole's really changing a whole lot of those team fights. The combination of the Blessed Shield from Johanna and Tassadar Black Hole is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
However, like also, good plays from FC Hong Kong as well. Blackstormer with that quad avalanche snowball. Oh my goodness. That was juicy.
Yes, Blackstormer had many amazing avalanches to be able to disengage the red team from further pushing in onto their Chromie, because they do have the Chromie to be able to poke from the back line, and to stop them from diving her is just in its own amazing.
So good. All right. Well, let's hop back to us for a second, and I can try and get this game number 2 going. And it looks like we are going to Alterac Pass for game number 2.
Oh, big map, large map.
Yeah, let me throw that. Let's see if that'll show up on the maps. I'm gonna switch over to maps for a second. Yes. Okay. So there we go. Game number 2. Not sure about game number 3 yet. I have a folder, but I haven't opened it. So we will be going to Alterac Pass next. Now, the real challenge. Can I set this up without making a ton of mistakes, as I did when we first tried to open this replay file? We will see. Oh my goodness. And let me just say, for your first ever cast, like, you are nailing it. So thank you so much for joining me. This is so much fun. I'm having fun. Yeah.
I do have one question if you want to edit this out. How often should we talk about the talents?
Oh, we can talk about the talents as much or as little as you want. If you see something that's interesting, go talk about it. I like to, sometimes it's just kind of like the mini game, and whenever you have stacking talents, and you're like, just keep checking in, see where these stacks are. And then sometimes you just get the lone KT who's just super sad because they took convection and they've gotten 19 stacks and they've died again and they're on their way back to 19 stacks and then they die again, and you just see that resetting. Sometimes it's a real sad time, and we just have to play some sad music to compensate that happening.
Oh my god! Like this is amazing. You do this kind of stuff, and I'm like, this is who I want to be.
Moment of silence for all those KTs that don't quite get stacked on convection. I can invite you into the lobby as soon as you leave the replay, and we can get into game number 2. I was like, yeah, no, replays are kind of funky, but I think we will. Oh, I invited you to party. I don't know if that's going to get you in the game. I know what I'm doing. Question mark. Not at all. All right. So we're going to start this up. We're going into Alterac Pass for game number 2, and we will see. We'll see if I was going to say if the core bouncers can bounce back, but they had a pretty good win there. So maybe FC Hong Kong will have to bounce on the cores of the core bouncers. We will see.
Yeah, they bouncing on that wins, baby.
That's right. Pew, 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 pew. There it is. All right, I'm gonna switch sides and murder the names on the people for the core bouncers. So apologies in advance. We'll just switch that up at the very beginning.
We're switching. Okay.
Yeah.
Blue team. Okay, got it. Brain. Brain
All
needs
right.
to register.
Yeah. All right, and we will get, oh, let's see. Yeah, we will get into game number 2 right after this. These are your teams. Once again, we'll see you on the other side. Okay, here we go. Game number 2. On the right-hand side, we have the core bouncers, where we have Captain Garbo playing Deckard Cain. We have Captain John J playing Tassadar. Dan Solo is going to be all up in the Samuro. Interesting. All right. We have Nemesis on Thrall. And Credit Clown is going to be on the Johanna. What do we got rocking for FC Hong Kong on the left-hand side? Selva, hey!
We have Geo on Leoric, Nematode on Vala, Ronin on Li Ming, Kazakata on Ana, Black Stormer on ETC. Ooh, we got some good luck, have funs happening in the all chat. We love ourselves some friendly competition. That's what we're all about in the NGS.
FC Hong Kong was so stacked on top of each other, like, I'm sure they could all smell each other. Like, they were just, like, literally all on the same square. One huge hero combined. It's going to be, like, double Cho'Gall. I don't know. I don't know what that would even look like.
Essentially. Oh, we do see the sleep coming out on the side of the orange side. Or blue side, because that's Diana. This Samro pick, I'm excited for it. I'm seeing he's heading bottom, but Samro on Alterac Pass? Woo! That's a dominating factor in most teams.
Yeah, especially, you know, being able to jump all around the place with all of his clones. I think he's probably going to be a good resource in taking the Knoll camps as well, which are up so often on this map. So we'll see where he ends up. Ooh, almost ending up dead, down to 68 HP. That was real close there for a hot second.
Don Solo ended up slipping out. Little slippery Samro is what we see on the side of the orange side.
Oh my goodness, Samro is one of those heroes that can be so frustrating to try to kill. Just when you think you have him, it's a clone, or he just teleports to another one of his clones and he's gone. You're like, you were just invisible. How are you invisible again? We'll see how FC Hong Kong deals with it. Yeah.
I am really excited to see how they're going to play. This is a lot of damage that we see on the side of the blue side. With the Li Ming and the Vala, especially with the Ana, I'm wondering if she's going to go a Nano Boost. Because that Nano Boost on Li Ming is going to be a huge factor in all these team fights. And then Vala, I do see she is going hot pursuit, so that has the opportunity to go either multi-shot builds or the auto attack builds, which overall is a ton of damage coming out on the side of the blue side.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you're right. I think a nano boosted Li Ming is going to be scary business for sure. I wonder how many Samuro clones will get in the way of those huge orbs, but we will see. Definitely a possible dangerous situation there. Geo is going to be matched up here in the top against Nemesis. Going to be slapping each other around a little bit. The next objective, first objective, will be here in 27 seconds, and we're going to see good camp timing here on the side of the core bouncers, picking up their siege camp.
Ooh, Johanna does end up taking a lot of damage. Tassadar throwing down that wall to make sure that ETC doesn't do any more than he's doing right now. We do see on the talent side, Vala does end up going multi-shot on level 4, so it does look like she's going multi-shot builds. Li Ming ends up going W on 4, and Ana going for that sleep build. Very, very strong inside of this situation here, because even sleep onto the Johanna can make her take a ton of damage from both Vala and Li Ming. But Vala does end up getting low. She is going to run out with his little skinny feet, and Leoric just making sure no one touches his Vala.
Holla at Chavala, get some heals up in there. Yeah, that was close. And here comes the first objective push from the core bouncers, trying to get this channel, moving it onto Geo and Black Stormer, looking to get this channel, but they keep getting interrupted on the side of the core bouncers by these pesky minions. Captain J, John J, almost getting that channel. You might want to turn around and fight, try to get some kills. Oh, Captain Garbo though, getting that channel, and here comes the fight.
We have Black Stormer stepping up here. They are pinging that Samuro. He ends up going down. That was the real Samuro. They are capping their objective. Make sure that that does not continue channeling. We do have some heavy pressure both in bottom lane and mid lane on the side of Orange side. And we do have Tassadar going back to some extra mana. Credit Clown is a little low on health. Nemesis is a little low on mana. And Blue side is going to cap this objective to make sure that they can get it generating while the Orange side goes back to get their health pools and mana regenerated.
7 popping first for FC Hong Kong, but it's going to be, the core bouncers are going to be right behind them, and here comes the 7s as well. Now all fighting on this objective. We do have Clown getting low, but there's a lot of damage coming out also onto FC Hong Kong as Kazekata having to back up, trying to heal up Nematode. Geo very low, but it's actually going to get turned again, once again on Samuro as Samuro goes down, and this might be an opportunity for FC Hong Kong to push the 5v4 back onto the core bouncers. Vala's going to go tap.
Yeah, fantastic defense on the side of FC Hong Kong though there. Blackstormer looking to try to engage. He doesn't end up getting pulled by the Johanna W. Leoric heading here. I was gonna say sucking off the Johanna, but I don't know if that's appropriate. But he throwing his W on the Johanna to survive out of there. With Vala leaving and ETC finishing clearing up mid.
Oh, I love it. No, that's fantastic. When you're a player and you say you suck, if you're Leoric, that's a good thing because you're getting healed back up. Oh, look at that sleep! Right in the middle of the mud. Oh my goodness. Excellent combo there for FC Hong Kong. Getting them stunned while in the mud. Yikes. Once you finally wake back up, putting them to sleep and then wake up, they're all covered in mud. They must feel like pigs.
Little mud bath there.
Actually, I could go for a mud bath right about now. Very relaxing. Honest, put me to sleep. Credit Clown getting low. He's gonna pop the Iron Skin. I'm back up a little bit, but still kind of pretty low. Trying to get some of those mini potions. Glug, 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 glug. She'd be thirsty.
We do have objective being captured by the side of the blue side. They're going to be pushing in here with 4 of them. Oh, a huge combo from the Li Ming. She did end up going Calamity build, and we do get a kill on the Johanna. Li Ming getting her reset. She's capturing that wall, making sure there's nothing to stand in the way of her combos. Vala finishing off that kill on Thraw, and they're definitely going to be capturing this top fort here, with Samuro trying to defend bottom fort, and Leoric pushing in mid fort.
Ronan really showing there that they are a threat on Li Ming. You can't be anywhere near those orbs because they will find you and they will end you. 10s online first. About a level lead here for FC Hong Kong. Let's see what the team decides to pick up. We do have Mosh Pit on ETC, gonna make some people dance. Oh!
Yeah! That was a fantastic Mosh from Blackstormer. Definitely a wonderful way to take advantage of their level or their hero lead. Blackstormer is getting very low. Ronan is trying to throw his damage out there, making sure that they step back, even though they're trying to get
Salvaje. I missed it, but since we're in a replay, I'm gonna back up so that we can see that because it sounded like an awesome mosh. So we're gonna go back and see it again because I am a dummy. Let's go. I was looking at something else. Let's back up. I want to see it again, and we could do that since we're in a replay. Maybe I'm gonna go a little bit back, a little bit more. Sorry, friends.
This solo mosh is like sexy.
Oh, it was a solo mosh. Spoiler alerts. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, there it is. Oh, but they get the kill, right? So it's worth it.
Oh, 100%. And Nematode end up getting low, but is trying to run away. She has no mana and very low health. ETC helping to peel off very well for her and for the Li Ming against the Samuro clones. Leoric just walking his way out of there because he's Leoric.
He's just doing his...
Oh, Rue ends up falling down on Li Ming and Critical ends up falling Li Ming, killing Li Ming. Oh, fantastic kill on the side of the orange side.
Oh my goodness. The core bouncers are gonna get their kills in too. Before 10s, they just popping 10s now. Now they have their heroic abilities and they say, okay, yeah, I mean, you can put out a lot of damage, but you're not invincible. We can come find you, and if we get on top of you, we will end you and make you have to respawn and come back and try again.
Yes, Credit Clown, making sure that everyone on the blue side knows who they are, and that they are the ones tanking and making sure that plays are going to be made.
I guess if you're out of position, your credit score goes down by 10 points when you get killed by Credit Clown.
You get killed by Credit Clown!
Siege Camp getting picked up by FC Hong Kong, and we're going to see the same thing happening on the side of the core bouncers as Nemesis is beating away on that poor Knoll who didn't do anything to them, just beating him down to the ground. There we go.
Nah, I killed them hyenas. No, thank you.
Yeah, what's with them laughing at you before they attack you? That's not very nice. Ooh. There we go. Samuro getting
We do see an ult falling
Blade
out
Storm,
from
yeah.
Samuro.
Here comes another big fight. Salvaje!
Oh yeah, we do have Leoric taking a lot of damage from the side of the orange side, but we did have, I believe, Black Hole coming out from there. And we have Ronin sitting here trying to get some poke damage out. Ooh, big damage happening onto Leoric. The Samuro ult does come out, ends up getting interrupted by the Vala ult with the stay a while and listen hitting two members of the team. Leoric does end up waking up, and another Vala ult coming out onto the Tassadar. Very, very low for Captain John J, but he ends up coming out, throwing a root, going on the other side, and Leoric ends up falling down for a Johanna kill. Thrall comes in from the back, throwing down an earthquake, and Vala does end up falling to Samuro. Geo, Blackstormer, and Ronin do end up falling back after the death of Vala. But whoa, what a team fight. That was so much fun to watch.
Oh my goodness. 1 for 1. Captain J, John J. Oh my goodness. A big blow up there onto Thrall, and there's a double kill right there onto Samuro. So, my goodness, FC Hong Kong is now going to be able to take this boss uninterrupted. I was just going to say an excellent Tassadar Black Hole, followed up by an excellent Entomb on the side of FC Hong Kong. So both teams really pushing their ults to the limits and picking really good opportunities to do that. This is going to cause a lot of pressure in the bottom lane. Do you think FC Hong Kong is going to push with this boss, or do you think they're going to try to take and cap this objective?
I think they definitely should push with this boss, at least for that first fort. Having a boss this early does not mean that it's weak, but it looks like they are going to go straight for objective, which is a totally fine decision at its own. Because we do have core bouncers defending the boss while they're capping this objective. But let me just say one thing. FC Hong Kong is wonderful at back and forth team fights. Even when they're losing a team fight, they're able to back up, regroup, let Ronin get in his poke damage, and then re-engage. They have these team fights on lockdown so far.
Absolutely. Both teams, even talents here now. The core bouncers were behind, but they have achieved level 13, so able to fight on that even talent tier. They do get a significant channel, though, FC Hong Kong does. And here comes the core bouncers trying to get some channel time of their own, as they have this camp pushing mid, so they're going to get some value there while everyone's distracted and trying to defend the turn in bottom, or excuse me, bottom left, yeah. Earthquake coming out, spooky walk from Geo, getting on out of there. Here comes Blade Storm, catching ETC. Blackstormer's gonna back on out, but there is a huge black hole, and down goes Li Ming. Ooh, a huge stun though, coming out from Nematode. Not
that sleep and black hole combo. Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious! Core Bouncers has that down on lock.
I don't know about you, but I love sleeping in complete darkness. So maybe they're just helping out the team there.
He does end up moshing the Johanna alone, but Samuro is harassing the Valo, who's the main damage for this mosh. So mosh ends up going uncompleted, but he does end up getting out. We do have objective completed for the side of core bouncers. Both of these teams are so great at bouncing back and forth. Even when they're not so sure on if they can win the team fight, they're making sure that they trust in one another and believe that their teammates are going to follow up on them. And I really admire that, and you can see that in their gameplay.
Loving your team, trusting your team, going in, and then hoping that they follow up and trusting them that they will. That's just something that you learn as you play together more and more and more. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but so far these teams playing very well. We're going to see FC Hong Kong is going to push and try to take this bottom fort. It's going to evaporate We are going to see the push here in the mid, though, from the core bouncers, as we do have all these cavalry units pushing. Bottom is down, but top and mid still getting some siege damage in. I think FC Hong Kong is going to have to head back and pick where they want to defend next.
And while things are still getting pushed in, not too much action happening right now, we do have Vala multi-shot builds and Gloom being picked on 13. Probably in retrospect for that Tassadar and the Samuro damage. And we do have Li Ming going full Calamity builds with missiles on 16. Deckard almost completing his quest on level 1. And Tassadar at 145 stacks for his Q. Thrall all done with his quest. He has that quest down on lock. He knows exactly how to complete that quest and get that done.
16s first for FC Hong Kong. So they have the talent tier advantage just for a moment longer. Looking at the structures, it's actually pretty close. There's just this extra fort hanging out down in the bottom as we see FC Hong Kong deciding that they want to move on and try and take this boss. Might be sniffed out by the core bouncers, though. They're coming in.
Oh, a nice little team fight is going to end up happening here. Nemesis does end up throwing down Earthquake with an Entomb also coming up from Geo. ETC does throw down his Mosh, ends up casting Tassadar, but does get interrupted by a stun. And Johanna trying to come in for the W, but ends up falling from Li Ming. Li Ming getting her resets, ends up getting another kill on Samuro. ETC trying to continue to push back the back line. Ball ends up falling from the Thrall. Thrall ends up falling from the Li Ming. And we do see FC Hong Kong arriving as the victor of this team fight. Fantastic plays from both sides, but FC Hong Kong just had those resets on their advantage and ended up winning as a victor of that team fight.
Absolutely, and this will let FC Hong Kong take over this boss that they had started. However, it doesn't mean that the core bouncers are going to sit idly by. They're going to march and take the siege camp away from FC Hong Kong, and they do have another siege camp already pushing in the mid. So there's a decent wave here in the middle. It could get some value here.
Fantastic choice from core bouncers. They capped this camp real quick. Back goes, oh, looks like Geo is going to end up in their round.
No!
Entombing him with the combo from Li Ming and ends up healing himself just a little bit with a couple of pots, but it does look like he's gonna fall here. I love the choice from core bouncers to get that. Oh, a Mosh falling on the camp.
Wow, all right.
I mean, it interrupted it and it made sure that it didn't make this middle keep fall. So that's what we want right now. Right now, we just want structures to stay up and make sure that they are protecting their core. Because again, the core on this map does get buffed by the keeps around it. So
oh my goodness.
I agree with the idea.
Deckard Cain trying to get out of there, was not able to. That Entomb catching him off guard.
Stay a while and
Staying a while. Down comes an Entomb as well as Earthquake has been popped. Oh my goodness, down goes Thrall, and this fight is not over yet. As Ana is getting targeted, is going to be able to escape into the back line. Dan Solo getting very low, 56 in his name, almost 56 health as well, getting very low. And here's the channel. Ronin trying to get that channel going, will be able to secure that, and it will be a 4v5 as we're still waiting for Thrall to respawn after that fight. Maybe time to clean up. This mid camp says Geo, and in that should be another fight here on the objective.
Yeah, another fight coming out here. Samuro throwing his ult immediately, trying to make sure to get that damage onto Ana. He does pop his clones to try to engage into it. Geo is coming in and saying, I'm done cleaning the mid lane, I'm here to fight. But looks like Samuro says, I'm here to push. And he ended up teleporting back into the fight. A black hole does end up falling from Tassadar with Vala chasing him down. Vala ult does end up going down. Tassadar ends up out. And Leoric is here fighting the Samuro alone, eating out, trying to see if he can get away. Li Ming throwing down her spells to make sure Dan Solo falls. Dan Solo ends up coming out, capturing a little potion from Deckard Cain, and both sides end up leaving on pretty one-on-one. So both sides end up getting their kills that they needed to.
Yeah, good fight there from the core bouncers, being down a talent tier, down 2 levels. And still holding their own. Yeah, so Good defense there, and we'll see what happens next. That mid keep is so low. Here comes Earthquakes. Black Stormer looking to try to get some damage on a Nemesis. Nemesis gonna walk away. Good burn on the ult though. Look at all these potions that Decker just set up. Just ready to heal the wounds off of anything at this point. Like you could be on like your last breath and just pick up all those potions.
Oh, Science coming down. Science and Tim coming down. Nemesis, he ends up popping to the Li Ming combo, but Li Ming taking a ton of damage from the Samuro. Ends up trying to run away. She's going to try to get her health up before she continues on. A sleep coming out onto ETC. Pink's going out onto ETC, but he queues out, making sure that he's safe and sound. However, the orange side is going to be capping the objective with Nematode and Black Stormer trying to see what they can do about getting this mid lane and clearing it up. I keep calling them orange side. I'm so sorry. I'm on colorblind mode because my eyes are booty. But the red side is doing very well in keeping that lane pressure up and making sure that blue side has something to answer to every time. Oh, ETC throwing down the mosh onto the Samuro, real one. Samuro does end up teleporting out and getting out, running away. Johanna interrupting the mosh just in time to let Samuro teleport out and get his life gained again. English,
Yes.
English.
Level up, extra life. Yeah, absolutely. All right, here comes Dan Solo jumping in with that Blade Storm, but it's taking quite a bit of damage. Not able to jump away, but it's going to get healed up from these potions. Ronan getting targeted. Out comes the Black Hole, catching a few. Geo getting low. Nematode getting low as well. Out comes the Earthquake. Nematode will go down. And down goes Leoric as well. Geo will be walking around in Ghost Daddy form. But here's the channel coming out from the core bouncers. Ooh, still pushing though. Oh,
yeah,
Kata.
trying to get this Kazakata kill, but they end up not retrieving it, but ending up getting the Li Ming kill. Leoric still running around in this spooky mode. Wow, I am so impressed by the side of core bouncers. They're really, even though they're sitting on the back pedal, they're making sure that they're letting you know that the lane pressure is there and that they're here to play. Deckard is sitting middle alone, so we'll see if any capitalization happens here. Looks like ETC is looking for the Q. He ends up landing the Q. Gonna mosh, solo mosh on the Deckard Kane, but only Ana there to damage. But Samuro is here to let Ana know what is up. She's running away for her little life. Leoric and ETC. Leoric ends up throwing down a Silence and Tomb on Deckard Kane, and Johanna trying to W on the Deckard Kane, lowering the damage of both Johanna and Deckard Kane. Ana is coming in to try to heal up her teammates. But wow, the orange side ends up getting the objective, and they are pushing in on all lanes here.
Oh my goodness, that Entomb with the force wall on the backside. Everybody was trapped in there, not just Deckard, Kane, Johanna. An excellent sleep coming out from Kazakata. Dan Solo getting low. Here comes the cavalry onto the core. Here comes the mosh. Not gonna catch anybody. Black Hole's not quite connecting. There's a stay a while, catching two, maybe more. Captain Garbo taking the brunt from the boss, and down Samuro goes. Leoric trying to push back a little bit on the members of the core bouncers, but there's more pushing to be defended, and we're gonna see FC Hong Kong go up top, clear that up. But yeah, 20% armor, I believe, off the boss for getting that one keep down. I feel like you need at least 2 keeps down to really have an easier boss push on the core anyways. But we'll see what happens.
This boss is a very, very strong boss. Or the core, I guess you can say, is very, very strong with their keeps up. But it looks like they realized that on the side of orange side, so they are coming in to get this keep down. They want to make sure this boss is nice and weak for when they're ready to push and try to get that core damage. But ETC bolting it, stunning Throw throwing down his Earthquake. A full combo from Li Ming happening onto Throw, and he ends up falling. ETC looking for the next pick. Wonderful bolt from ETC. Fantastic pick on that Throw. Looks like they're going to be going to that boss. They do have these lanes, mid and bot, pushing hard. Mid has a large wave with 2 katas into it. So we better hope we get a fast boss here, because orange side is going for their bottom boss. So this is going to be a fight for the game, essentially, after this boss is taken.
Yeah, I like this boss call from the core bouncers. They know that they can't contest in a 4v5 on the top boss, so they're gonna go get what they can, and then it's gonna equalize out pretty much with top boss pushing and bottom boss pushing. So really nice play there. It looks like FC Hong Kong is going to elect to push with this boss. Maybe they want to get a keep of their own. So I think
they're going for the game here. I mean, they have mid pushing really hard. They have top pushing a little bit harder. So I think the blue side, FC Hong Kong, is going to be trying to push for the win here if they get a kill.
They do pick up the camp to get a little bit extra pressure pushing as well. Looking for at least one keep, maybe two. We'll see how far this boss gets pushed. It is getting chunked down a little bit, but it's doing decent progress on this keep as the top keep is about to go down. I'm just wondering what this team fight is going to look like when that happens. A big slide there onto Thrall. Thrall going down. A good pick. Black Stormer engaged there. And here comes the Entomb. It will be a silencing Entomb. And down goes Johanna. So far, 2 kills. This is looking good for FC Hong Kong.
This is looking fantastic. Wonderful picks from FC Hong Kong. Gio is taking a lot of damage. Samuro coming into the backline, trying to make sure this Ana knows what is up, but he does end up backing out because he knows that his team, the enemy team. Oh, a March coming onto Samuro. Unstoppable ends up getting turned, but this boss is a tanky boss. He's making sure that no one kills him to win the game. So Gio, Nematode, Kazakata, and Ronin are all backing up a little bit, saying to that they need to defend their core, push out their lanes, make sure that they're a little bit on the safer side because they're going to be going for the objective here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, during all that chaos, looks like a bottom keep did go down for the side of FC Hong Kong. At least I still think it was up at the beginning. But yeah, just
it was.
The core just too strong with still 2 armor plates left. Really got to get that second one down. It'll make it so much easier. But really nice picks there by FC Hong Kong, forcing the core bouncers to defend and almost being able to end the game there, getting so many members of the core bouncers low. This next objective could be it for either team.
100%. This fight right here is going to determine who wins the game at this point. Both sides are pretty even. FC Hong Kong does have a very low keep, but they only have 2 keeps on the side of the orange side. But with the lane moving in mid, they did get their camp here, but FC Hong Kong is getting their camp right now. Objective is being pushed from the side of the orange side, and looks like a little tussle is going to be going out here for determining the win of the game. This fight right here determines who wins this game.
FC Hong Kong not wanting to fight until Black Stormer was back up online. A good choice there, but now Black Stormer is a little bit isolated from the rest of the team. Earthquake does go down, and this channel still happening. Hasn't been interrupted yet. Dan solo on the back line.
A ball coming in from Black Stormer. He does end up getting rooted out of that, and so does Nematode. A 2-man stun, and a Mosh comes in on Nemesis and Captain Garbo, but it does get interrupted by Tassadar Black Hole. Nematode also got caught in that back hole, but ends up surviving and killing the Thrall. Ana ends up falling to Samuro. Bella ends up falling to the Tassadar with a sleep coming out on 2 members of the side of FC Hong Kong from Captain Garbo. And objective being picked up by the side of the orange side with a stun coming out. Oh, yes! Oh my goodness! I say yes because I love amazing plays, not because I'm rooting for a certain team. I hope everyone knows that.
Great coordination, yeah, from the boot from ETC going into the triple threat. You got missiles, you got orbs. Oh my goodness.
You got combos from that Li Ming. That Li Ming letting you know.
My goodness. All right, but the objective is still claimed by the core bouncers, even though it was a triple kill. We'll play it. Triple kill going out from FC Hong Kong during that fight. They did lose 2 members, and so they're going to have to basically dedicate all their resources to cleaning up this push, and looking for another chance for another fight that could be game-ending. But still, both teams alive. 24-12 as far as kills go. 36 kills on the board. It has been a massacre on both sides.
12 on the orange side, 24 on the blue side. Both sides are making sure they know how to set up these team fights and have the biggest advantage after these team fights. But it looks like blue team's having to clean up all of these lanes, and Orange team is getting ready for this boss bot here. It's going to be up in 12 seconds after this. And Blue team going for their boss top lane. This might be a base race at this point. But however, Blue team does have less health points on their boss versus the Orange team.
Yeah, we'll see. I think FC Hong Kong, the boss will regenerate health, but the main difference is a lot more armor on the core bouncers core than on FC Hong Kong. So if they do decide to do a base race, the core bouncers will have an advantage in that instance. We'll see. Boss is going down about the same time, a little bit faster for FC Hong Kong. It looks like they might be not pushing with boss though. Who knows?
Okay, it looks like they're gonna FC Hong Kong is gonna defend here, while core bouncers are going to be going on to the full attack here. Again, this is a great play because FC Hong Kong does not have that keep armor on their boss, so they do have to defend in order to win that base race. So Leoric making sure all that damage reduction is coming out. March does end up falling, but ends up getting interrupted immediately by Black Hole. And a stun coming out to the Johanna. Bala trying to make sure her damage coming out. Leoric, silence goes on. Tassadar ends up falling to the Bala with Black Stormer making sure to peel off the team. Sleep and stay a while, ends up falling on three members of the core, but Li Ming combos pop up. No, all they have to do is make sure this boss does not kill their core. But that boss is way too strong, so they will be falling to this boss. But
oh my goodness.
Wow, what a game. GG with a heart from Captain John J. Wow, fantastic game from both sides.
Woo, GG's, well played. Just too much push at the end of the day, getting the kills onto the members of the core bouncers, but still able to pull off that win with all that pressure getting pushed and a little bit less armor. That is going to be 2-0 for the core bouncers, but really such a close set of games where everything was very even, very back and forth. Sometimes the score doesn't reflect just how close those games were. So
absolutely,
well done to both teams. That was a lot of fun to watch. Oh my goodness, Ronan, 15 and 3.
That was a ton of fun to watch. Good job, FC Hong Kong. You guys stood your ground. You guys made sure that these games were not going to be completely one-sided, and you made it a fight back and forth. So that's an achievement in its own. Congratulations. I
mean, look at that. And look at the kills, like 27 kills from FC Hong Kong. They were slaying it, literally, left and right. Amazing play by both teams. That was a lot of fun to watch. All right, we have done it. This was also week 1 too, so sometimes you're not exactly sure what your opponent's going to pull out. You can't do a whole lot of scouting. These are kind of brand new teams, so I look forward to these two teams fighting each other again, maybe in the playoffs, and to see what goes down there. But Salvaje, congratulations. You've made it through your first cast. You did amazing. I think you were the caster here. I was the co-caster, so I'm going to be asking you for some tips later. Thank you so much for hanging out and doing this with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for teaching me the ropes and helping me realize how much work goes into casting, because a lot more work goes into it than people realize. 100%.
Well, you know, if you enjoy it, it doesn't seem like a whole lot of work, but we do it for the teams, and we hope that they appreciate it, and that more so that it makes it more fun for them, because that's what I'm all about, and just hanging out, having fun. So thanks for joining me. Where can people find you, Salvaje?
Me at twitch.tv/Salvaje with 5 E's. So Salvaje with 5 E's. I'm trying to get the original Salvaje. I'm working on it.
Let me adjust your name here. So there's 5 E's. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if that. Okay, there it is. There it is, right above. So twitch.tv/Salvaje. Hey.
Absolutely. Or you can find me on Twitter at Salvaje Gaming. A lot easier to find. And I stream from Monday through Saturday, 9:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, with mostly Heroes of the Storm.
Heck yes. You should definitely check this lady out. She does a lot of fun streams, constant action happening, and I love your commentary. Sometimes it gets a little spicy, makes it even better. Love it. Also participating in Girls Gang Squads every now and then. So just a great person to go and follow. So go find her. You can find me on Twitter at moistweenus, twitch.tv/moistweenus, and I'll usually just posting stupid gifs in the NGS Discord. So I think that'll do it to us. But congratulations to the core bouncers for getting the win, and well played by FC Hong Kong. You guys did really well. Any shout outs before we get on out of here, Salvaje?
Shout outs to the Ronin, right? The Liming player. Congratulations. You did some really amazing plays. And the Thrall player. What was his name?
Nemesis.
Good job. Fantastic plays from both of you guys on both sides of the team. I really do think they were MVPs of these teams and doing a wonderful job of making sure they were in these games. Good job.
Heck yes. All right, everybody, register to vote. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. We'll see you soon. We're out of here. These are your teams. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.